Hi everybody. It's nice to see everybody again. So my name is Laura Renankowski, and I'm an international life and relationship coach. I coach in English, Spanish, Finnish, and Italian. It's always nice to be here giving these talks. I mean, I've given lots of astrology talks and relationship talks, and today I'm going to be talking about Hooponopono, which is I haven't given this talk before, but I hope you enjoy it. It's a very straightforward healing technique of forgiveness, and it's Hawaiian. So I'm gonna go over the basics. I'm gonna go over the basics in this presentation, and then at the end, we're all gonna do Ho'oponopono together. So that should be exciting and healing as well. So it's the Hawaiian secret of forgiveness. So Ho'oponopono originates in Hawaii. And when it comes to learning to forgive others, it turns out that we can learn a lot from ancient indigenous people, who inhabited Hawaii before the Westerners came. So they understood on a gut level that to harbor resentment against others hurts the person who refuses to forgive, right? Because resentment and not forgiving it's one of the most toxic things that you can do to yourself, right? Because when you feel resentment and you don't forgive, it's like you're drinking the poison and you expect the other person to die, right? So don't drink the poison. It's very important to forgive others, and especially to forgive yourself, because many times the hardest person to forgive in many situations is yourself, right? So you always have to forgive yourself first, and then forgive everybody else involved as well. So Ho'oponopono, the Hawaiian forgiveness process, allows us to cut the connection, essentially clearing out preconceptions on how we view others, and then to form new connections and rejuvenate relationships. In Huna, the ancient Hawaiian discipline of energy and healing, the Ho'oponopono is essential if we want to be pono, which means to be right and congruent with ourselves, right? So this makes sense. After all, how can anyone feel good about themselves and their own life when they walk around like stewing over something that somebody did to you, right? So it's a very big part of Hawaiian culture, Ho'oponopono. So I think we can all learn a lot from the Hawaiians and the Ho'oponopono. So the Hawaiian word Ho'oponopono comes from ho, to make, and pono, right. So basically Ho'oponopono means to make things right. So the repetition of the word pono means doubly right, or being right with both self and others. So in a nutshell, Ho'oponopono is a process by which we can forgive others to whom we are connected. So it's all about forgiveness. So practicing Ho'oponopono allows you to cut the connection in a very positive, loving way, and knowing that you can make the connection brand new. So when you become right with others, you become right with yourself as well. So this is this is how powerful Ho'oponopono is. It's a very powerful Hawaiian prayer. So there was a Hawaiian therapist who cured an entire ward of criminally insane patients without ever meeting any of them or spending a moment in the same room with them. This sounds like it would be incredible and like a miracle, but it really happened. And the therapist was called Dr. Ihaleakala. I don't know how to pronounce that right, but Ihaleakala Hugh Len. So he reviewed each of the patient's files, and then he healed them by healing himself, right? So the amazing results seem like a miracle, but then miracles happen when you use this method. It's amazing how such a simple method can be so incredibly powerful. Okay, so Ho'oponopono, it's just 4 simple steps. So the step 1 is repentance, and it's just to say, I'm sorry. Step 2, you ask forgiveness, so you say, please forgive me. Step 3, gratitude, so you say, thank you. And step 4 is love, so you say, I love you. So basically the whole ritual is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, right? It couldn't be more simple. It couldn't be more simple or more and more powerful. Okay, so step one, I'm sorry. So the first step is to realize that you are responsible for everything in your mind, right? Even the things that seem to be outside of you, you're responsible for. So once you accept that, it's very natural to feel sorry, right? Like you can read about things that are happening in the world, and you can feel heartache and destruction in the world. But then you can take responsibility, and you become aware of that reality in your consciousness. And then you say, like, I am very sorry. This realization is difficult to accept, and our ego will definitely resist this level of responsibility. But then when you start to practice this method and see results, it's nothing short of miraculous. So the exercise is to, a good exercise to do is to choose something that you already know that you've caused for yourself, Like if you're overweight or addicted to nicotine, or you're drinking too much, or you have some other substances that you're using, like do you feel angry? Do you have self-esteem issues or health problems? Pick any little thing that you want to work on, and start there and say that you're sorry. Just say I'm sorry, right? That's it. It's even more powerful to say it even more clearly. I realize that I am responsible for this, whatever issue it is that you want to clear in my life, and I feel remorse that my consciousness has allowed this, right? So the first step is I'm sorry. So everybody should think about something that they want, that they want to work on, right? And obviously you don't have to say it out loud. You can just think about it for yourself. So everybody can think about something that they want to work on, because then after the presentation, we're all gonna do it together. And of course, you don't need to share what you're working on. This is a very personal internal process. So you don't need to share it with anybody, and it still works even if you don't share it with anybody. So step 2, please forgive me. So step 2 is the forgiveness part, and you say, please forgive me. So don't worry about who you're asking. Just ask, please forgive me. Say it over and over again and mean it. Remember that the remorse from step 1 as you ask to be forgiven, right? So that's the next step. Please forgive me. And of course, all of these steps are very simple, but the key is that you really have to mean this, right? Like when you say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, you really need to mean it for it to work. And then step 3 is thank you. Step 3 is gratitude, and you say thank you. You say thank you. Again, it doesn't really matter, who you're thanking. You thank your body for all it does, and thank yourself for being the best you can be. Thank the universe. Thank whatever it was that just forgave you. Just keep saying thank you. Thank you is one of the most powerful things. One of the most powerful affirmations that you can say. One of the most powerful things that you can say. It has a very high frequency and vibration as well. And then step 4 is I love you. Step 4 is, say I love you. So this can also be step 1, and actually, like all four of these sayings, you can say it in any order that you want. It still works no matter what order you say them in. So you say I love you, say it to your body, say it to the universe, say I love you to the air that you breathe, to the house that shelters you, say I love you to your challenges. Say I love you to yourself. Say I love you to all the important people in your life. There's nothing as powerful as love, right? So that's why it's like the last step, but it can also be the first step. So that's it. Hooponopono. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Like so simple and so powerful. So powerful at the same time. And I've worked a lot, with my coaching clients. I've worked using this Ho'oponopono technique a lot, and it's incredibly powerful. It's incredibly powerful, and yeah, I've seen amazing results. I've seen amazing results of people that have been holding on to, to resentment and not forgiving themselves for things that have happened, for mistakes that they've made in relationships, and then they're finally able to let go and forgive themselves. So it can be incredibly powerful, and incredibly healing, right? And you can use this technique on anything that you want to heal in your life. You can use Ho'oponopono. So it's incredibly. I would say that it's the simplest forgiveness technique, and one of the most powerful, as well. So thank you. May you find healing with Ho'oponopono. We're gonna do some Ho'oponopono together now. And I offer coaching sessions in English, Spanish, Finnish, and Italian. You can get in touch with me at lauracoaching@gmail.com. And my website is laurarenankowski.com. And my Wake Up to Your True Potential YouTube series, I have a series where I interview people. So please subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends, and help me get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So that's my very short presentation. I'll stop the recording now.